Happy now. All is now, so gets being a present. Fresh Zay Zana back in here. Putting on perception into the cloud of the collective to expand the collective consciousness. You're now tuning into the mind of an algebra moon. And Horus will be translating 10th house in the sky. Okay? So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing Mercury interpretations. Okay? So now we're going to be doing Mercury interpretations. Alright? So, yeah, it's currently, let's say, yeah, a moon day, still moon day in space and location where I'm at. Okay, so without further ado, we're just gonna get it going. Okay, so first, what do we know about Mercury? Okay, Mercury is your planet of communication, right? So your planet of communication and your planet ability to process thoughts, right? And how you think, you know, let's say like the thoughts, let's say the sort of, yeah, how you process thoughts, okay? And your ability to write, okay? And your plan of communication. So penmanship, you know, yeah. So this that's what it's dealing with. Okay, so without further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and hit it off with Mercury and Aries. Okay, so yeah. So yeah, let's look at Aries. So Aries is born from the first house. Okay, Aries comes from the first house. Okay. So what do we know about Aries? Aries is a cardinal fire sign. Right? Aries is a cardinal fire sign that is being ruled by Mars. Okay? Cardinal fire sign that is being ruled by Mars. Okay? So Mercury and Aries, right? So like I said, well, Mercury is your planet of communication, right? So Mercury and Aries, Aries being like a first sign of the zodiac, right? Initiates the zodiac wheel, right? So with the Mercury in Aries, you will be initiating Mercury and Aries, right? With a Mercury and Aries, you will be first to communicate, right? Based off of this. So whatever you got in your mind, the thoughts and ideas that you're receiving, you will communicate this first. You will communicate this quickly. You will communicate, you know, the thoughts and ideas you receive, you know, head first, okay? Almost loud, okay? So Mercury in Aries can come off as loud, but not just loud, but can come off assertive, okay? Assertive communication, bold communication. So Mercury in Aries, you are not afraid to say what comes to your mind, and you do it quickly. You know, you do it, yeah, really quickly, right? Because that's how you process thoughts and how you communicate. Okay, so for me to communicate something, yeah, I have to fully, you know, so this is your throat chakra. So correlating this with the spirituality now, because your throat chakra, this is your throat chakra of communication. Okay, so your throat chakra, right, has this Mars influence. Okay, your throat chakra has this Mars influence, right? And Mars is dealing with that, you know, desires, passion, willpower. Okay, so it's just like passionate communication. So whatever you know, however, you know, whatever you want to communicate about, you know, people will, you know, like let's say with the Mercury in Aries, more than likely to cut people off. Mercury in Aries, yeah, like I say, is a placement for, let's say, a leader, you know, someone who is good at or known for communicating to a large group, okay? But let's not say communicating to a large group, but or known for, let's say, when this person communicates, people stop and listen. There's positive, negative to everything. So let's say on the negative side is someone who is quick to, let's say, yeah, just communicate what's on their mind, right? And just say shit. They're just saying shit and they're saying shit. and it can get them into trouble, right? Because Aries is that first sign of the zodiac, right? Aries, that's the first sign of the zodiac, and it has that natural sense, you know, to be, let's say it has this natural energy, or beings perceive it to be, you know, the first, right? And beings perceive it to be that kid of the zodiac, right? But in flights, astrology is a lot different. You know, this kicks off the wheel. So you can't, you know, but let's just say with that, negative side is you communicate, right? You can communicate fast things on your mind quickly and say things that you didn't really mean to say. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say with the Mercury here. Okay, so with the Mercury in Aries, you can communicate and say things that you didn't mean to say, or you can say things that people can take it the wrong way. Well, because Mercury is home in, familiar with Gemini and Virgo. Okay, right? It's familiar with Gemini and Virgo, right? Where the thoughts can be processed well before communicated, right? The thoughts can be processed well and made sense out of here, right? But when Mercury in Aries, it's just like, yeah, it doesn't process it first. It just comes out. The information just comes out, and then you're just spilling information, right? So there's a lot more chances where you can say something you didn't mean, or say something that people can take the wrong way with the Mercury in Aries. Okay? So that's the negative side. But the positive side is, yeah, you can communicate bold, obnoxiously. You're not afraid to say what's on your mind. Okay? So that's the positive side. So you can't be seen as a pushover. When someone, you know, when you actually, you know, can say what the fuck comes to your mind. And that can be perceived as, you know, that can be perceived as brave and bold, you know? So the Mercury in Aries, it's you know, yeah, like I say, someone who's, you can, when they communicate, you can feel this leader vibe. When they communicate, they can spark something in you. The fire, they can help inspire, and to inspire is to help bring out that inner fire. Okay, so they can, you know, with their communication, they can spark something in you. Aries is a cardinal fire sign. Okay, so cardinal deals with initiating new ways on how to see. So they can initiate a new way on how to, with their communication style, they can initiate a new way on how to see something, either for, yeah, with whatever who they're communicating to, or for themselves. You know, because like this is Mars is a yin planet. Like I said, fire is dealing with seeing in the yin realm. So Mars is a yin planet, right? Passions, more dealing with that root chakra type shit. Willpower. So when they communicate, yeah, they can give you that spark. You know, you will feel something. They can help you feel something, you know, to help you move, you know, whenever it's needed. Okay, so with a Mars, Mercury in Aries, yeah, communication style on a net positive side can be seen as, yeah, brave, a leader, you know, loud, you know. So yeah, Mercury in Aries. Okay, and with these Mercury, like I say, these not too in depth as the sun or the moon, you know, not too in depth as sun and moon ascendant. But you know, yeah, so you can say, let's, with the thoughts and ideas you receive is on how you can go about initiating a new way on how to manifest a desire, or how to, yeah, receiving thoughts in the realms of how to manifest something you desire. Initiating new ways on how, receiving new thoughts on how you can go about manifesting a desire, something you desire. And these, like I say, when we're talking about, let's say Mars, right, and Aries, not only Aries that uses Mars, but Scorpio also uses Mars, right? So this is the light side of Mars. This is the dark side of Mars. So with these desires, you know, your desires aren't deep. When you initiate new ways on how to go about getting these desires are usually things that can be put to the forefront, things that people can see, okay, as opposed to Scorpio having that dark side of Mars. You know, it's going to be more hidden, you know. Okay, so yeah, this is Mercury and Aries. First, signing out. Catch you next now.